Like if we were like really tired, then we could, take a little nap.
Yeah. Sometimes when Miss B was like paying attention to something else, you could eat and it was fun.
You don't know the question, you can just pretend like your leg doesn't hurt. I didn't like virtual.
You didn't?
No. It was terrible.
I liked it.
Yeah, good luck with that. The president getting an earful from students in Virginia this week. Was he prepared for that? Kids across the country are stuck learning on Zoom and begging to get back in the classroom, including our next three guests. Joining us now, sixth grader in Philadelphia, Mason Cedars. Been on before, always love seeing Mason. Eighth grader in Torrance, California is Lily Rosen. She's still waiting to get back to school full time. In high school, a freshman's never an easy year. Katie Garrison knows that. She's a freshman learning at home in Gilroy, California. Mason, let's start with you. You're over in Philly. Tell me what is your week like? How many days are you in school? How many hours? What's it like?
Thank you for having me. I am not in school yet. I'm still learning fully virtual, but next week we are going into in-person school Monday and Tuesday.
How hard has it been? Are you adjusting? I remember when you addressed the school board, you really were eloquent, and I thought you got your message across. It's not working. How are you doing? You learning anything?
I'm learning something, but I think that the teachers are doing a great job, but it's not what it could be if we were in person.
Lily, you got up at 3:40 for us. I appreciate it out in California, but guess what? Your numbers are the lowest in the country. You should be back in school right now. The danger is infinitesimal. What's the reality for you?
Well, I only go back to school 2 days a week, Mondays and Fridays. And then I have Zooms on Wednesdays, and Tuesdays and Thursdays I'm asynchronous, which means that my teachers just assign the work. And it's a lot to juggle, and I'm just going to speak for myself. I'm not doing terrible, but my brothers, on the other hand, they're failing, which is not very good. So I do think we really need to get back into the classrooms because it'll be far more beneficial than online is right now.
Lily, it's unbelievable. I never heard of this. You have to go, you get your assignment, you do it at home? That's ridiculous. You can't even get a teacher to Zoom call with you?
Yeah.
That is nuts. And you're not learning anything, you just told me, right?
No, I probably haven't been learning anything since March 13th, 2020, which is the last day of school that we had.
Well, don't blame yourself. Blame your politicians and your unions. Katie Garrison, you are in ninth grade. You're out in California, too. What's your situation?
I'm full online. So basically, I don't even get to go hybrid. So every morning, I wake up, and then I log on to Zoom, and I stay on Zoom for about 4 hours. And it's basically like that every day. I feel like I'm learning okay. I'm not failing, but I feel like if I was in person, I would just be a little bit more focused in getting a better education.
Of course, you pop off your camera sometimes and you just got to relax. It's an impossible environment.
I do, yeah. All of my classmates turn their cameras off, and I honestly really don't blame them because it's really hard being online, and it's even harder to be on your camera and paying attention. So.
Mason, you're trying so hard to get your teachers and everybody to understand how bad it is learning at home. How close are you to getting back in the room? What do you miss most about not being in school?
I miss most, obviously, seeing my friends and all the after-school activities that I've done, and I think that we're very, very close getting back to school, and I think that the way that our new president is handling things is a very good way, and we would not have gone to this if it were still the last president.
Really? That's hard to believe because the last president was saying, I want every kid back in school. Lily, for you, what is your hope knowing the numbers are going down and the governor might be opening up?
My dad is really, really pushing to get us back in school like me. And my mom is a teacher and she's going to school to teach at her school. And it's quite chaotic because honestly my family is tired of being with each other 24/7 all day, every day. And I think that just going to school would be really good for my family just so that we can have like time apart and that we wouldn't fight as much, or just getting out of the house just by ourselves would be good for us. But yeah.
No kidding. Hang in there. And for Katie, just real quick, your hope for the next semester, your message to people who say they're keeping you safe by keeping you at home?
I really, really want to go back to school, obviously, because I feel like I need that social interaction with my peers. Online is not the same because in person, obviously, I'm able to meet my teachers for the first time. I've never set foot on campus as a student because it's my freshman year, and I would really love to go back in the fall. And
Yeah.
I think all my fellow peers would too.
And I don't mean to make it worse, but there's states in Alabama, North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, and Texas. They've been back since September. So have a lot of private schools, and it's just not fair to you three and all your classmates. Politicians are getting in the way, and people who are supposed to be following the science playing politics is making it worse. Thanks, guys. Good luck at school today.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye. Thank you for having us.
No, you're welcome. See you later. Let's go to Janice Dean, who's tracking the weather.